Shiba Inu Price Prediction and Shiba Inu coin news in today's video.
What's going on, everyone? Win with Ryan here, and we're going to start this video off with a quick giveaway. We're giving away $100, and all you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, comment below. Every single comment gives you an entry to win, and then go over to winwithryan.com to make sure that you are subscribed to my Make Money newsletter. That's where we announce the winner every single month. So with that being said, keep winning.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Man, how stoked are you as a Shiba Inu fan, right? I mean, multiple days in a row of wins. We have officially, as of yesterday, flipped the super trend to green, which, I mean, last time super trend turned to color was red, and it rode, I mean, for that long. So, and then also last time super trend turned green, that's when that happened. So really, really exciting potential what's going on right now. And what's really interesting about this, with the super trend turning green for Shiba Inu, it also turned green for Ethereum. So we'll check this out today. And this is a massive, massive, huge thing because remember, obviously Shiba Inu is built on top of Ethereum. So when Ethereum does well, Ethereum coins tend to do well. And if you've looked at your MetaMask recently, you'll probably notice that all of your coins that you were holding that were in the garbage have really started to pump. Also, if you've been following the Run Guys Discord channel and you've been inside of some of these altcoin gem picks, your portfolio is looking much better now that Ethereum is starting to pump. So we're going to get into that a little bit today as well. But first off, let's go back to Shiba Inu and take a look at what's going on. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm actually going to delete all of the lines. So that way there is no lines left on the chart. So all we have now is our indicators. And the indicators we're running right now is the 21 exponential moving average, this line here, which has turned gray. Once that turns white again, huge, huge sign of upside, obviously. And we also have the yellow line, which is the 50 moving average, just your regular moving average. And then we also have the 200 moving average here. So that would be the 200-day. So we have the 200-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, and then the 21 exponential. Look at how bendy that is right there. That thing is firing up to the upside. Look at this. Finally, the money flow out of Shiba Inu is finally going to the upside. We're waiting for this thing to get back to the 0 level. We've also got the VWAP here, absolutely crushing it. And if we remember, the reason that we were really excited about this happening is we were using this anchored VWAP here. We plugged it in, and just 2 days ago, we said, hey, we finally got a close above the anchor VWAP. The next day, bam, woke up to a great surprise. The next day now, 2 days in a row of extreme candles. Those are extreme candles. And we even broke this other high right here. We're on our way up to a new high situation. So what I'm going to do is do a price prediction here for us. The short term, we're going to jump into the Heikinashi candles. Because if you remember, our last price prediction was right here, and now we have surpassed that, which is excellent. So what we did is we took that last green candle and we marked it off. So we have now officially pierced through that. Unfortunately, we're not closing above that just yet because the candle has retraced back into that supply and demand zone. The next area we're going here is right here. So this will be our next area. Once we officially close above here, we are looking for this thing to get all the way up into that zone. So short-term price prediction, besides today's hit of our previous prediction, if you remember, we called out, we wanted to be at quad 03 and at quad 0299-ish, right? But quad 03 is where we were really wanting to get to. We got there. The next level is this quad 037. Quad 037 is where we're going to be looking to get to next. So quad 037, keep that in mind. Now, flipping back to normal candles, and we're going to take a look at our new section of support, hopefully. So if we take a line and we draw that there, okay, so see that support, that was a resistance before, and then it broke there. Then it became a support in the past, and then it was a resistance. Now we are breached through that, okay? So we are currently breached through our line of support. So what is it looking like might happen though? The price could potentially come back and retest that zone. Now that we have officially breached that zone, what oftentimes happens is it'll come back in there and it'll retest. So since we've gone up here and you can see it's starting to pull back, a lot of times it'll come back, tap this line again, might even tap it for a day, maybe two, and take off to the upside, and then tap here and then go. So that is potentially what's going to happen, because now that we have established supplies and demands, supports and resistances, which we did not have here. Remember, when we were here, this was all price discovery mode, and there was a great price discovery. It went nuts. So that was very, very exciting to be a part of. Now what we're going to be looking into is where now we have to go through these different steps, right? And one of the things that we used yesterday was the volume profile visible range. And so here's what we got. Let's take this out of the way because it's a mess. And this out of the way. Boom. Okay. So as you can see here on the daily, these are our volume spikes. And take a look at that, right? So what happened here? Well, price went up really, really high today, and it ran into a volume spike. It actually breached into there too, but then sellers stepped in and people were taking profits here. And the reason for that is we have a lot of traders that were waiting for this to move, and it finally did. And it, you know, that's a 70% move, right? So if you were a trader and you bought, I don't know, $10,000 worth of Shiba Inu right here, and it ran up, and your 10,000 now turned into $10,700, and you could potentially take profits because of the volatility of the market right now and things that are going on. You know what? That might have been a possibility. In fact, we've talked about this a lot as well. For those of you that are wanting to get into trading, if there is a price target and you are in a trade and you're on your way, it's getting really, really close, but for some reason you just never get there and then it retraces, it's because they stop early, and they do this on purpose, right? So what we're looking for now is on our daily charts, we do currently have the massive volume here. And if we shrink this down, you can see that this is now our massive volume, because that was this morning where it took off from, which was good. Did not quite get to the zone. So like I said, what we're looking for is this potentially come back. Let's take a look at a smaller time frame. We'll go to the 4 hour. So this thing, well, actually it already has come back, in fact. So take a look. So it took off, it ran up, and it came back and it tapped that zone and it really rejected off of there. So that's really, really good there. So it's already come back in this 4 hour candle, and it's moving to the upside again. On our indicator here, we do have a green dot, and it has not turned into a red dot. We are still on the positive uptrend side of things. So when these dots down here turn from red to green, you can see ever since it turned green, it's been rising pretty decently. Has a little couple of pullbacks in there, but no big deal. And we are still showing green dots on the 4 hour. So that's good. Like I said, it did come down, tap pretty hard off of that line and in that zone, and took to the upside. So that's really good for us, actually. So we have some good signs of things to come. And looking at it on this smaller time frame, we've really fought through all of the hard resistance zones, except for really this one right here, which if we zoom it out, let's see if we get, yep. So that is our extreme resistance. So if you'll notice it's changing, it's because I'm adding more data. Okay, so right now, all of these candles are included. If I spread it out, or it's actually zooming in, now you can see that from these candles this way, this is where the volume really kicks in. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So yeah, we have a little bit of profit taking. It's fighting through really nice, actually. So what's going to be really, really nice is once we break this zone. So once we can get above here and break to the next side, let's zoom all the way back out to the monthly. All right, and so you know what we like to do on this segment here. By the way, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please do me a favor, smash that subscribe button. We have 6 videos about crypto coming out every single day to help you on your journey to learn about crypto and get better. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take from the very bottom of the lowest point that Shiba Inu's ever been, and we're gonna go to the highest point that Shiba Inu's ever been, and we're gonna draw our Fibonacci. Here's what's also really interesting, guys. we didn't even have this drawn, but look at where this lines up. So that supply and demand zone that we talked about right here, the bottom of that zone is our 618 line. So that's really exciting. We're trying to get back in there. Also, super huge, super exciting. We have 21 days, 1 hour left. So this candle is relatively brand new and it's already gained all of that back. It's already basically a bullish engulfing candle for the month. So we want to see this. I mean, this is huge news. This is fantastic. This is the first time I've actually looked at the fib this month on the monthly style fib. So what are we looking for then? Our next step is for the price to get into this supply and demand zone we just talked about. Came a little short so far, but over the next couple of days, it can definitely move up. And then we want to see it breach the 618 line. We want to see it breach that 618 line, and we want to get back on top of that line. Okay. After that, we go up to, it's now taking those steps. And we talked about this a long time ago too. Check this out. If you were one of those people who were dollar cost averaging, so you got to the top and then you realized, oh no, it's going down. And then at that next month, you were smart enough to draw the fib, you could have put $1,000 here, $1,000 here, $1,000 here, $1,000 here, $1,000 here at the 786. Now that's really taken off. That $786,000 is looking good, and then you're starting to stair step your way back into profits. You're looking like a genius, which is really good. Obviously, you're still down, but with Shiba Inu, the things that are coming out, it's looking strong as far as that goes. So, like I said, our price prediction next step is just getting above that 786 line, which is sitting at quad 037. So quad 037 is where we want to breach. That way we have some confidence on where we're going after that. Jumping down to the weekly here. Let's take a look at the weekly. Look at this big power week last week. Today's, or not today, this week's, actually it is kind of today because today's candle. We have 6 days, 1 hour left in this weekly candle. This is a new weekly candle. So last week's candle pushed up really hard all the way back up into the bottom zone of this candle and really piercing through this one, which is good. That was kind of our indicator of the bottom there. Now we're taking off this week. We have lots of room to run. We want to get back in this zone, which is where it's been before multiple times. I mean, look at it wicked in here, full body, a wick, it tapped, body, but dropped. But this is a very, very high sensitivity zone. So what we want to see is this price just jump through there. That would be fantastic. Get and either breach all the way through to the next level, or at least on the weekly, get here and settle in there so we can take the next step. So now we're just taking the stairs to the next all-time high. Now the next all-time high, if you want a long-term prediction, here we go. All right, long-term prediction is right here at that 0.5, and that is quad or 000. So we are finally, I mean, look at this. We were just at quad 01, right? So this one way down here, we got all the way to quad 0169, and now we are going to be eating a zero with Shiba Inu very soon, very, very soon. Actually, it never officially ate the zero anyway, but we will be on this next up move. We'll be eating a zero, which would be fantastic, and then getting ourselves into 000130002. Really, really exciting where we're going. Just 3331 doesn't matter. 3331 is going to be the most exciting because that will be a new all-time high. The hype behind Shiba Inu at that point is going to be astronomical. People are going to freaking lose their minds, and we're going to continue on. Jumping back over here to Ethereum, wanted to take a look at this for you guys. This was that trend line we talked about, and it never did fully breach it on the weekly, so that was good. It's on its way up. Now, the one great thing is that it has now gotten to the top of the 50-week moving average, and it's moving to the upside. That is huge, huge, huge positive news. Our next interruption is going to be here, which is going to be the 21-week exponential moving average. So somewhere in that gap is where we're going. Also, when we go back to Shiba Inu, and we're here on the daily chart, just what's really exciting, let me get rid of this so that's not in the background. We have breached that 50 moving average, and we're moving to the upside. And this 21 moving average is sloping so hard. Once those two cross, which is what happened here, when the 20 crossed that 50, ba-boom, right? I mean, we're already getting some really good momentum candles like this, but wait till that 20 crosses that 50 on the daily, which that's going to happen actually in a couple of days here. So that's really exciting about what's going on with Shiba Inu. Bright future. Obviously, this hype, this excitement, we got to be very careful. We got to be ready in case something goes awry, down to the downside. Could this be a bear trap, or sorry, a bull trap, right? So they get you all hyped up and fired up. We're going for it. We're going for it. And then they just dump the markets. We have to be careful and be sure. What I will want to see is when this price breaks all the way back through here and we get up into this quad 04 mark. That's where I'm feeling confident. I'm already feeling really bullish, but I'm not. So by the way, we're talking about dollar cost averaging down. Same thing with dollar cost averaging up. If you have $10,000 to invest, you don't $10,000 all of it at once. You can go 20% increments and things of that nature. You know, we're crypto degenerates, but we're not trying to lose all of our money, because if you put your 10 G's in there and then all of a sudden it drops back down, kind of like what a lot of people did up here, it's going to be bad news. But with the super trend flipping green, and it's only been green for 2 days, that's looking huge. Let's go check out Bitcoin. Did Bitcoin flip their super trend? Yes, actually. So Bitcoin super trend. Oh, check this out with Bitcoin, by the way. Bitcoin has now officially broken back above their trend line. So today, yesterday, it tried to break through. Today, it officially broke through the trend line that has been in effect all the way. It was an uptrend. It did have a dip below it, but this uptrend started all the way back in October of 2020. October of 2020. So a year and a half ago, that trend line has been that strong for that long. And now we're starting to make the move to the upside there as well. Very, very exciting news. Let's go see if there's any news on Shiba Inu and the top crypto headlines. All right, so here we are on the Crypto Panic website. News aggregator brings all of the different news together in one spot. Let's jump over here to the trending section. Shiba Inu sets path for more gigantic growth as this CEO explains how SHIB price can reach 1 cent. So there we go. People talking about 1 cent Shiba Inu again. Canada's accounting giant KPMG adds Bitcoin to its corporate treasury. That is freaking massive. Huge news. Layer 1 project Aleo raises $200 million. XRP Army gains 30% after Ripple gets permission to explain fair notice defense versus SEC. NASDAQ will list Valkyrie's ETF linked to Bitcoin mining firms. That is a big deal. Also, Bitcoin flashes ultra bullish signal. Long-term holders and whales hit multi-year highs. To introduce, well, where did that go? The news just rotated that quick. Well, Russia's about to do something in the space as well. Now let's run over to our altcoin gyms and see what's going on over there. So we go over to dextools.io and we're going to go into Pair Explorer. So the pairs that I like inside of Dex Tools, which are going to be, this is the Polygon Matic ones, DG, which is Decentral Games. I've done a video on that one. I actually like this one a little better. So this is the DG original token, which is currently sitting at $400, pretty high, obviously. But they did do a 1,000-to-1 split, and now their DG new token, their newest token for DG, sitting at 36 cents. Again, none of this information that we are providing for you on this channel is financial advice. All of this is just financial entertainment and education. But that is one of the tokens that I personally like a lot. We have Flame. Flame is also a really cool project. Flame is a metaverse launchpad. So their goal, or their actual focus, is launching metaverses. And this thing has been all the way up to $3.15. It's only 75 cents, 72 cents right now. That is insane if that thing gets back up to where it has been, which it should, now that these projects are starting to move again. Jumping over to the Ethereum side of things, we have Blockchain Monster Coin sitting at 39 cents, another green day. Boost Coin, which I don't really care for Boost Coin anymore, but it's doing well as well. Guzzler up as well, 4%. Look at this, 18%. Inuyasha, absolutely pumping hard. Let's go look at this chart. Inuyasha, this is a fantastic project. What they're doing, oh my gosh, they're on their way to a whole new all-time high. Look at that. That thing breached the previous resistance. It is about to freaking moonshot. Its last all-time high was all the way up at 000569. So 000557. Oh man, good job, Inuyasha. They have a great team. They have, I mean, what the reason they're doing so well is because the projects they launch are doing so well. For example, Sprout. Sprout is one of their, or no, actually they just teamed up. But anyway, Sprout is also a really great project. Sprout has been pumping hard now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row. It's also trying to make a new all-time high. What I meant to say was Pochi Inu. So Pochi Inu is the coin that Inuyasha just launched, brand new launch for them, and it's already having some great success. As you can see, with their actual launch was crazy, and then now this coin has been stable for pretty good for the last couple of days, considering most launches do pump and dump right away. But Inuyasha, their actual their ecosystem, if you get involved with Inuyasha, they're designed to be holder centric, right? So they have high taxes for sales, high taxes for buys. So really, when you get into an Inuyasha project, it's a long-term hold project opportunity for you. It's not a lot of pump and dumpers anyway. All right, and then we have Safe Moon Inu. Safe Moon Inu has had a great run the last couple of days. Very impressed with what they're doing there. Obviously, some people are taking some micro profits here, but Safe Moon Inu, their game is coming out. That game is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be really, really cool. Let me just show you what their game looks like here. This is actual gameplay footage from their game. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Very exciting. Stuff that they're creating is going to be fantastic. So Safe Moon Inu.